Hello Aquarius, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aquarius for the week of May 23rd. Now Aquarius, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now I do not offer personal readings. I will not send you a message, so do not get scammed. Let's go ahead and get right into this reading for you here, Aquarius. Now I am using the Tarot Muka deck as well as the Angel Answers Oracle deck. There are links to both of these in the description below. And please do hit the like button and subscribe. It really helps the growth of this channel. But more importantly, hitting the like button does ensure that other people who may need to see this video have an opportunity to see the video. So please do consider doing that. All right, let's go ahead and put this right here. Also take 3 of these oracle cards and let's go ahead and get right into this. So Aquarius, one of the better first 5 cards I've seen for this week. Messages have been a little bit challenging, but in this week this definitely looks like a very nice energy for you. Some of you I feel like have recently Some of you have achieved something important in your life. This may be something like marriage. This may be something like realizing that you made realizing that your investments, maybe perhaps in a home, has appreciated significantly, or this may have seen you like accumulating more money in some type of way, such as a higher paying job, or potentially a raise. Like something has happened here, and this may even have felt like something that it was a little bit more traditional, such as like a marriage, or like a home that you've purchased, that you've owned for a long time. And I definitely like to see this, and it does seem like the blessings for you will continue here in the future. Now, I did just use a few examples here in the past. Some of you may have realized something else that's important in your life. And we'll dive into that some more. So if you're not in one of those scenarios, this message still can be for you. But right away in the middle here, you have this Chariot card. So the Chariot is really a nice energy. It's been coming in actually for the collective here. This is the sign of Cancer. But really the Chariot says that you are overcoming some type of obstacle in your life, and it's typically like something external to you, so in your environment, around you. But really what the Chariot provides is some sort of big victory in your life. You can see that this person's sort of moving away from the castles here in the background. The castles represent rewards and riches and rewards in the tarot. And we have a lot of castle energy here, I have to tell you that much, with this 10 of Pentacles in the past, and now the symbolism of that coming in with the Chariot. This is also the energy of self-discipline. The way that this person succeeds is by being self-disciplined. That's how the victory does come in. And in the past, we have this aforementioned castle energy. Not only is the Hierophant here kind of sitting on the throne, which is an interesting sort of interpretation here in this tarot deck, but you also have it here with the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles represents you owning the castle, basically, or at least living within the castle. 10 of Pentacles is like a major energy of abundance. It is the last card in the suit of Pentacles, and that's why I was saying at the beginning of this reading, where some of you may have, like accomplished something very important in your life here. The Hierophant is about marriage. It is a tradition. It's anything that is traditional in your life, and so this can see you getting married. The 10 of Pentacles is an energy of family, wealth, or just family in general. The 10 of Pentacles can see like money being passed through generations, or inheritances, building generational wealth, building your empire. It's one of these cards I like to call an empire card, because it's about kind of building out that legacy for yourself and your family. And so we have a strong energy around those areas here in the past. And whether or not this is within your family unit, although I think for many of you it might be, but if it's not, it's just some of you have made your mark here on the world, and this could have even been in the area of higher education, by the way, as we have the Hierophant here, or this could have been in the area of, so some of you may have like I don't know, published a paper. Some of you may have received a graduate degree, or maybe even just graduated from college. You may be the first in your family to graduate from college, something along those lines. You have, along with that here, if it's not about like, wealth or, education, the Hierophant can represent the organization that you're part of, the place that you work for. And so it's possible that there have been some type of victories in those areas. And I have to say that this looks like an amazing sort of start to this first reading, to this reading here. And I'll be interested to see where we go from here. Now, in the future, you have the Six of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here. So the Six of Pentacles, you can see that there is good karma happening here. You can see the scales. Scales in tarot represent karma, and you can see that this person's sort of giving out pentacles. There's outflow happening here. I always like to say the Six of Pentacles represents inflow, outflow. As this person gives, they receive. And it doesn't always have to be about giving money. Going back to the higher education example, as somebody personally who's worked in higher education and was in grad school, there's this idea of you contributing to the field, or contributing to the literature is what they call it, basically adding research to a specific topic. And it's like, I'm getting this message here where some of you have maybe produced like a paper, or some of you have maybe added to the literature, in that you've produced something that has brought a new something new forward in your field, or whatever it is that you study, and that may have been a way that you've given back, right? You've given back by contributing to knowledge, by contributing new knowledge to the research, the body of research. And I'm getting a very specific message that maybe some of you have done that. Obviously, not everybody's here is going to be researching, but I do just bring that forward as a way of saying that you can give back using the Six of Pentacles, and not just by providing money, but also by providing knowledge, providing information, and even just offering a helping hand to your friend, providing a healing conversation to your friend or a family member. And as you give that, you receive eventually. So you have this Two of Wands as well, which is really about research, planning, and discovery. That's why I said some of you are doing research. It's a major card of research. But really the Two of Wands talks about I always like to say, the Two of Wands is like building your itinerary, and the Three of Wands is going on the trip. And so the Two of Wands, you prepare and you get ready for something, and then the Three of Wands, you do it. And so let's just dive into this a little bit more here. Went on a bit of a tangent. You can't even make this up. You have the Three of Wands here. So, wow. You have the Page of Cups. You have the Devil. And you have the Six of Swords. Okay. So isn't this interesting? So I just talked about how this Two of Wands about the itinerary, Three of Wands is you going on the trip here. Thing is, the Two of Wands is showing up in the future, the Three of Wands is showing up in the past. And so it's almost like you've started something here, you've accomplished something here, because the Three of Wands can also be seen as a victory as a result of whatever it is that you've built here, as we've talked about with the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles, and now this Three of Wands coming in. As a result of whatever it is that you've built, or you've done, or you've accomplished, there's now another situation coming in that's springing off of this work that you've done here. Because you have this with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is an offer coming into your life that makes you happy. It's maybe even some type of creative project or a situation like that. And it is a very good card for love. I just don't feel a whole lot of love here. In fact, I think some of you are maybe in a long-term partnership, or even like literally married, or have a family or something like that. Not seeing a whole lot of new love. I feel with this Page of Cups, it's more about an offer of some type coming into your life here. The Page of Cups is also a dreamer. I think some of you have visions and goals based on whatever it is that you've done here with this Hierophant and this Ten of Pentacles. The Devil and the Six of Swords, with that Devil energy, that can bring about power and control issues. It can bring about addictions, I don't know. I feel like the only addiction that I may feel here intuitively for some of you is taking on too much, working too much. Um, you know, with everything that's happened here in the last 2+ years, um, work from home, it's the lines between your home environment and your work environment have begun to blur. And I do feel intuitively that many people have become somewhat addicted to work. Obviously, not everybody, but I think that was happening pre and post 2020. But I certainly think that this has kind of brought it forward even more. If anything, I feel like some of you are working very hard. You have this Six of Swords, which is, going through a transition, going through a rite of passage, kind of leaving the worst behind you. And I think you're building on whatever it is that you learned here in the past. Let's go ahead and take these 3 oracle cards. So you have, in the near future, communicate clearly and reconsider. Okay, so are you taking on too much here, Aquarius? Are you juggling 5 projects at the same time? Is my question to you. I would take a look at that, okay? And if you need to set a boundary, which is just clear communication, you can set boundaries by having clear communication. And if you need to do that, you should do that. There's something around, I'm convinced that this devil energy is around taking on a lot of work here. Because remember, we see you having completed something important. And now you have this sort of back to the drawing board energy here with the Two of Wands in the future. Have you taken a moment to celebrate? Or is it the next thing, or you go, 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 which is life, right? But let's move up the pyramid here. So you have the Seven of Cups, you have the Strength card, and you have the King of Cups. Cups cards are really coming into my mind here. But, listen, so you have this energy here, this strong. You have obviously you have the Strength card. But this is powerful because it's in the same, lining up in the same column here. I'll be interested to see what is at the top of the pyramid. But you have the Strength card and the Chariot, number 7, number 8. The Strength card is about overcoming internal obstacles versus the Chariot's about overcoming external obstacles. Both are overcoming obstacles in some ways. This is now shifted from something external here in this lower row to something that is now moving into an internal situation for you. And so as you progress, I feel like past this week, the messages are going, the challenges to overcome here are going to be more about what you're taking on personally, the messages that are coming in for you personally through dreams, through other situations. You have the Seven of Cups energy, which is like a little bit of confusion or overwhelm. The Seven of Cups is a big card of overwhelm. I think some of you are taking on a whole lot at this time, and it's almost like there's this big energy of appreciating what you've done here. Then you have this King of Cups here, which I've never seen a King of Cups illustration or interpretation like this, where this person's just living it, they're throwing their cup in the air, the fish is, flying above them, they're in the middle of the ocean, a storm is brewing, and they don't care. And that's really what the King of Cups is about. They are emotionally in control of their lives. Let's go ahead and see what else we have here. So you have the Two of Swords and the Page of Wands. Okay, well, definitely getting an offer here. Definitely getting an offer with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is typically some type of job offer or some type of career opportunity, but it can just be good news generally in your life that comes in. You have happy news here with the Page of Cups. You have good news here with the Page of Wands energy. So I definitely feel like this is, on the table for many of you here. There is something with this Two of Swords around communication, with the communicate clearly and the Two of Swords, having a hard time or struggling to find the right words to use. And I think this is around boundaries. Okay, I think this is around boundaries related to work. Are you taking on too much? Because there's a whole lot coming in. Not only do you have double pages, but you have the Seven of Cups. When I get the Seven of Cups with one page, that to me speaks to a multitude of offers, because the Seven of Cups is many and you have 2 pages. So you don't have a lot of offers, you have a ton of offers coming in. And this could be, or news even. If it's not offers, it's news. You have like communication, something like this is coming in. And it's like there's this delegation for you that needs to happen. At the top of the pyramid, you have the Nine of Wands. So remember, I said I'd be interested to see what would come in here. So you have this Chariot, Strength card, Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like Strength light. It's like similar to the Strength card in that Nine of Wands asks you to persevere and realize that you are right at the finish line. You are very close to completing something, and there is an obstacle for this person to overcome, similar to the Strength card in the Chariot. The difference is this is more about in the day-to-day, and so your day-to-day tasks, and just realizing that this person could cross the finish line at any time. You have this on the bottom, you have the Two of Pentacles. So perhaps your inclination to take on a lot right now is because of some type of financial situation, like you're looking to accumulate money. The Two of Pentacles can indicate like inflow outflow, similar to the Six of Pentacles. It can just represent changes in finances. That could be gains, it could be losses. I don't see losses here. I see you looking to accumulate. The Two of Pentacles can also talk about having an important choice to make in your life, or going back and forth on something here in your life, weighing the options, weighing the decisions. And I think there's a big situation for you around boundaries that you set around work here. So that's what I have here for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. I'll see you in the next reading.